Good morning and welcome to all of you in today's webinar on the topic Improve Sweet Potato Yield with Soil Health and Biologicals. I am Dr. Ankita Garkuti. I work as a senior science officer at Nurture Growth Biofertilizer, and I am PhD in plant pathology and worked as a scientific officer in organic farming department under Ministry of Agriculture, India. So today I'm going to talk about the topic improve sweet potato yield with soil health and biologicals. In today's webinar, we are going to talk about introduction and role of biofertilizers in sweet potato yield and production, life cycle of sweet potato, soil problems related to sweet potato, and how biologicals as biofertilizer improve sweet potato growth. We'll talk about what is going underground and yield and profitability benefits with some case studies. We'll talk about benefits of applying biologicals and how to improve sweet potato quality. And we'll talk about nature growth biofertilizers, followed by question answers. If you have any questions regarding this presentation, you are free to message us in the chat box or we'll discuss at the end of the presentation. And before starting the presentation, let me tell you that this is not a sales pitch and this is a educational webinar just to provide you information or education about sweet potato production, biofertilizers and all. So let's start today's webinar. Since sweet potato is an important crop globally, but declining soil health and overuse of chemicals, fertilizers are reducing productivity and increasing costs. Sweet potatoes are highly responsive to soil biology, but still growers miss the chance to fully optimize yield and improve quality. So as the global population is increasing, there is a need to grow more and to fulfill the need of growers, people around the world, there is a need to increase the production. But overuse of these chemical inputs has led to several challenges as declining soil fertility, increasing fertilizer cost, reduction in the yield, and also the soil degradation, right? So to overcome this situation, so the big question is how do we improve crop yield and quality without damaging the soil further? And the answer lies in working with nature, not against it. So here the key question is, can we improve yield and soil health together? And the solution is yes, by biofertility approaches. So today I will be talking about how biofertility and soil health practices, especially using beneficial microbes, can enhance sweet potato yield, quality, and sustainability. We will explore the science behind it and real world results and practical ways farmers can apply these solutions in the field. So let's start with the biofertilizer, as biofertilizers are one of the important biologicals which help in increasing the productivity. They are helpful in maintaining the soil fertility, increasing the soil fertility, increasing the soil aggregation, increasing the water retention capacity of soil, and helping in plants to grow well. So these biofertilizers are substances which contain living microbes, which when apply in seed, plant surfaces, soil, or they can colonize in rhizosphere, and they help in promote the growth of by increasing the supply or availability of primary nutrients to the host plant. So these are living microorganisms which are entering in the plant through plant surface as a foliar spray, or they can go in the rhizosphere and help in improving the nutrient availability to the plant and ultimately helpful in increasing the root growth, the vegetative growth, and overall growth and development of plant, and will give good yield of like when we are using this as in any crop. These biofertilizers can be divided into three categories. First is nitrogen biofertilizer, second is phosphorus biofertilizer, and the third is potassium biofertilizer. Nitrogen biofertilizers are again divided into two parts. First is symbiotic and the second is non-symbiotic. In symbiotic, nitrogen biofertilizers are there are a number of examples as rhizobium and azolla. comes under symbiotic biofertilizer. So these microbes, they are associated with the roots they make a symbiotic relation with the root of plant, and they provide essential nutrients through the plant. The non-symbiotic biofertilizers are in which the microbes are present free living in the soil, and they provide essential nutrients as nitrogen to the plant. The phosphorus biofertilizers are again divided into two categories. First is phosphorus solubilizer. For example, Bacillus pseudomonas are good example of phosphorus solubilizers. And the second is phosphorus mobilizer. For example, VAM is a good example of phosphorus mobilizer. So these phosphorus biofertilizer, they make the phosphorus which is present in the soil, but plants are not able to absorb that soil. So these biofertilizer make sure that they decompose that available phosphorus in the soil and make it available for plants so that plant can easily absorb that phosphorus and utilize that phosphorus for the growth and development of plant. Similarly, the potassium biofertilizers, there are a number of examples as Bacillus and Frachuria aurantia are some examples. So they make this potassium available for plants so that plant can easily absorb them. So this is just a general categorization of biofertilizer, different type of biofertilizer, and different type of microbes comes under these category. Now let's understand what is the mode of action of these biofertilizers or these beneficial microbes. So these beneficial microbes as bacteria, fungi, algae, or symbiotic microbes, they play important role in making the soil enriched. They have so many functions. For example, they are act as a plant growth promoting factors, and they help in providing the essential nutrients as nitrogen, phosphorus, potash to the plant, as well as some other micronutrients, and they make them available for plants so that plant can easily absorb them and utilize them for their growth and development. The other important work of these biofertilizers is they also act as a biocontrol agent, and they help the harmful pathogens to come or attack the plant. They releases some type of metabolites which inhibit the growth or entry of any type of pathogens. Mostly the soil-borne pathogens, they restrict their entry and protect the plant from these harmful type of pathogens. In addition to this, they also contribute to improve the soil health by increasing soil aggregation, which is helpful in increasing the soil porosity, which ultimately helpful in increasing the ability of soil to retain more moisture. So this is the biofertilizer help in increasing the soil health so that the plant root can grow and good roots can absorb more and more nutrients, and the plant can use these nutrients for their growth. So biofertilizer have number of mode of action by which they are contributing to soil health. They are helpful in increasing the root development. They are helpful in increasing the plant development, and ultimately helpful in increasing the yield or overall yield of the plant. And by using these biofertilizer, it is helpful in reducing the dependency in chemical fertilizer as well. Now let's talk about life cycle of sweet potato. So life cycle of sweet potato can be categorized in different stages. So first is the sprout development. This sprout development in which these develop in the sweet potato. We call them slips, and these slips can be transplanted to the soil, and these slips can further grow into a big plant, and it will develop tubers and vegetative growth. So next is the vegetative growth, where this is in this stage the plant grow more vegetative, and this stage takes around 2 to 3 months to grow, in which the plant roots grow bigger, and most of the green growth of the plant takes place in this stage. The next is the tuber initiation stage, in which the plant started initiating the tuber development, and this stage takes around 3 to 4 months, and in which the plant is still growing in their vegetative growth, and also it has started making tubers. The next is the tuber development, where you can see the flowers are there, and leaves are there, and tubers are developing more. This stage in this stage, tubers are rapidly developing and they are accumulating starch and sugar. And most of the tuber development takes place in this stage. This stage stays till like 2 to 3 months. And the last is the tuber maturation stage, which is the last stage in which the tubers are ready, like final ready for the harvest. After the tuber maturation stage, the crop is ready to harvest. So this is the life cycle of sweet potato. And there are number of problems in sweet potato, and soil problems are most common in sweet potatoes because sweet potato is an underground crop and soil health is very important in this crop. So you can see in the picture there is good soil structure and the compacted soil. In the good soil, there is healthy soil aggregates are there, so soil is loose, so roots have more space and good soil to grow and develop, so that root can absorb more nutrients. So in the good soil, there is high porosity, there is low bulk density, and higher water storage capacity, by which the plants can absorb more and more nutrients and water and utilize it for the growth and development of plant. In comparison to the compacted soil, where the porosity is very low, the bulk density is high, and low water storage capacity. So in the compacted soil, the roots are not able to develop nicely and they are not able to take more and more nutrients. So there is restrict growth of root and restrict growth of the plant. So we will not get the good yield. So this soil compaction, low organic matter, and reduced microbes, these are the important soil problems associated with the root, with the sweet potato crop. So because of this compacted soil, there is reduced microbial activity because these microbes are not able to participate in the nutrient cycling process. And because of this compacted soil, the poor structure and reduced water holding capacity, there is limited nutrient availability, and tuber and overall plant health is not that good as in comparison to the good soil structure. So there are a number of studies done to show the impact of soil compaction on sweet potato. Here we can see that the in the uncompacted soil, there the soil particles are loosely arranged, while in the compacted soil, the particles are closely present with each other, so that there is very less water space, less air space. So roots really doesn't have any proper space to grow. So this compacted soil restrict the growth of the roots. So ultimately, it will affect the growth of tubers in sweet potato. So this soil compaction had a strong but negative relation with the leaf area index, chlorophyll content, and water vapor potential and stomata conductance, which affect the overall plant productivity negatively. So if the soil is more compacted, so it will more affect the plant productivity in the negative sense. So however, the soil compaction and transpiration rate is positively correlated. So this if the soil is more compacted, it will definitely impact our sweet potato production. So in this regard, this is important to understand the interconnection between the plant, soil, and microbes. Because when we are planting any crop in the soil, it is not just we are planting the crop in the soil or we are sowing the seeds in the soil. There is a strong relation between soil, microbes, and plant, because these plants' roots can exudate different type of exudates which interact with the plant which interact with the microbes which are present in the soil. If the soil is good, or it has more organic matter, or there are more microbes are present, or if we introduce the beneficial microbes through biofertilizer in the soil, there is microbial activity and the interrelation between soil, plant, and microbe. And these microbes, they are helpful in the nutrient cycling, and they are helpful in uptake of nutrients, and plant root can absorb more these nutrients and utilize these nutrients in the overall growth, uh, in their in their vegetative growth, as well as in the tuber formation. So how biofertilizer improves sweet potato growth? these when we use biofertilizer, we are introducing beneficial microbes that support overall plant growth. So these microbes, they improve the soil structure and reduce compaction. And as we know, compaction is a major soil problem in sweet potato crop. So by using these biofertilizer, we are using these biofertilizer to improve our soil structure as well as to reduce the compaction. And they by using these biofertilizer, we can enhance the nutrient availability for the plant because they have the ability to fix the atmospheric nitrogen to make the phosphorus and potash available for plant, so that plant root can grow deeper and absorb these essential nutrients and utilize them for the growth of the plant. By using these biofertilizer, these are also helpful in increasing root size and tuber development, since sweet potato is a tuber crop. So it is very important when we focus on the like root development in this crop. So by using this biofertilizer, it is helpful in maintaining the soil health uh, by providing various nutrients and ultimately helpful in enhancing the crop production. And by using these biofertilizer, it also allow us to reduce the chemical fertilizer use and also helpful in lowering the input cost and by the time improve soil health over time. Like if you continue using these biofertilizer, it it is also helpful in improving the soil health. And we are growing our crop in a sustainable way that we are getting good yield, better quality, as well as improved soil health also. So let's understand what is going on the underground. When we apply biofertilizer application, when we do as a soil application, what happens is beneficial microbes activated, and these beneficial microbes multiply and colonize the root zone. After colonization and multiplying, these produces the enzymes, different type of enzymes, and which are helpful in nutrient unlocking because these essential nutrients are already present in our soil, right? But the problem is that the plant are not directly able to absorb those nutrients. So there is a need to convert those bind nutrients to a simpler form or to unlock these nutrients so that the plant can easily absorb those nutrients. So here the biofertilizer is playing an important role by unlocking these essential nutrients and making them available for plants so that is able to absorb them and utilize in their growth. So here there is a key or important role of biofertilizer in unlocking these nutrients. By unlocking these nutrients, they are helpful in um, making the soil, making the root stronger and deeper, and these roots can absorb more and more nutrients. And by using these biofertilizer, it is also helpful in increasing the water retention capacity of soil. So the bigger and deeper roots are able to absorb more nutrients, more water, and utilize that for their growth. And it will helpful in the increasing the photosynthesis process and ultimately will get the higher yield and healthier tuber. Now let's understand the rhizosphere modification improves plant productivity. So here in the picture, we can see the first A, where the plant growth in normal rhizosphere, and the B, where the plant growth in inoculated rhizosphere. So as we all know that the soil is a living entity where microbes are already present, but it depends upon where we are producing, like we are growing the soil, we are growing the crop in which type of soil. Some soil might be have more nutrients and the other might have less microorganisms, we can say. So in the first picture, we can see that the plant growth is normal in rhizosphere, but once we inoculated those beneficial microbes through products like biofertilizer, we are adding those beneficial microbes in the soil. So there is the microbial activity increases in the rhizosphere area, which is helpful in making the soil enriched, helpful in growing the roots deeper. These deeper roots absorb more and more nutrients, and we can see in the second picture, the plant is able to grow more by the use of these beneficial microbes. So let's understand why these microbes matter and what is the role of these microbes. Healthy soil is, as we all know, that it is a living entity because there are already in the normal soil there are many beneficial microbes are present. But due to the use of excessive chemicals, we are unnecessarily damaging our. We want to increase our production, but unknowingly we are damaging our soil life and structure. So, to maintain our soil structure, biofertilizer play an important role to restore these essential microbial community and increasing this microbial process in the soil, which is beneficial for the plant growth. So, there are a number of beneficial microbes, for example, Bacillus, Trichoderma, Azotobacter, phosphate solubilizing bacteria. There are a number of beneficial microbes which play an important role in restoring these essential microbial nutrients in the soil which contribute for the growth of plant. So what is the process by which what these microbes do? So these microbes help in nutrient cycling naturally because we already know that our atmosphere has nitrogen, but the plants are not able to absorb that nitrogen. So we need to fix that atmospheric nitrogen and make it available for plants. So in this process, nitrogen fixing biofertilizers, nitrogen fixing microbes play an important role by converting this atmospheric nitrogen into a simpler form so that plants can absorb it. Similarly, other type of essential nutrients, for example, phosphorus and potash. So in that case, our soil already has phosphorus and potash, but the problem is the plants are not able to absorb directly it from the soil. So that time, the biofertilizer or these beneficial microbes play an important role by converting that phosphorus or potash and make it available for the plants and convert it into a simpler form so that plants can easily absorb that. So in the nutrients cycle process, these microbes or these biofertilizer play an important role as because they are making these essential elements or essential nutrients available naturally for for the crop so that the plants can easily absorb them. The other important work is they are also work as a biocontrol agent. There are a number of beneficial microbes, for example, Bacillus or Trichoderma, which have the ability to suppress harmful pathogens. For example, many soil-borne pathogens as Fusarium, they have the natural ability to restrict the growth or completely destroy those harmful pathogens. So by this way, they are also helpful in maintaining the soil fertility as well as by protecting our crop from those harmful pathogens. The other important thing is enhancing soil enzyme activity. So these microbes also releases some enzymes and enhancing the nutrient content of the soil. They are also helpful in improving the soil structure and organic matter because they have the ability to increase the porosity of soil, which will helpful in increasing the aggregation and help and make our soil more like more airy, more water retention capacity increases. So it is better for the growth of the roots. So these microbes play an important role in maintaining the soil structure. The next important thing is the by all these beneficial role, it is helpful in a sustainable soil health uh, part. So it is helpful in contributing to the soil health in a sustainable way by it is helpful in making the crop healthy as well as it is maintaining our soil fertility and in a sustainable way so that the soil which is affected by use of different chemicals or fertilizers it is maintaining or restoring the natural ability of soil and make it healthier in a sustainable way. Also it by using these biofertilizer we are reducing the dependency on chemical fertilizer. So these beneficial microbes not only feed the crop, but also rebuild soil health for long-term sustainability. So now let's see about the yield and profitability benefits. So biofertilizers are not just an eco-friendly concept, they are practical tools that deliver real results in the field. So there are a number of studies or there are a number of data which shows that there is higher yield with biofertilizer or when we use these biofertilizer with the reduced amount of fertilizers, we can get higher yield. So There are a number of case studies. So this is the first case study in USA where they have seen the sweet potato yield improvement. So the farmer used a microbial biofertilizer in sweet potato cultivation, and they achieved 2 to 3 additional tubers per square feet in comparison to the conventional practices. Also, in addition to the increasing the additional tubers, they also found that the improved organic matter decomposition and reduced fertilizer dependency. So this results in healthier plant and higher productivity. And this case study highlights how microbial biofertilizer can significantly improve yield and soil health under real farm conditions. This is another example where they have seen the effect of arbuscular mycorrhiza fungus biofertilizer on sweet potato yield. This study was done in Uganda and they have seen the good yield improvement. In this study, you can see in the control one, they have found 4.5 ton per hectare yield, while in the fertilizer, it is a little more. Using the arbuscular mycorrhiza fungus biofertilizer, they increases more, but when they mix the biofertilizer with the fertilizer, with the synthetic fertilizer, they have found the yield was increased around 6 times. It's 30 ton per hectare. So this shows that there is synergistic relation between the microbes and nutrients, and integrating these biofertilizers with minimal chemical inputs can significantly enhance sweet potato yield and efficiency. This is another example where they have seen the effect of Pseudomonas fluorescens-based biofertilizers on sweet potato yield components. So in this method, they have dipped the sweet potato cuttings before planting in the Pseudomonas fluorescens-based biofertilizer, and they use different treatments. And what they have found is in the 100% NPK control and treatment, they have seen almost similar results when they use 50% of NPK with the biofertilizer. So the yield was almost similar. So this shows that the improved nutrient efficiency and reduced chemical dependency, and the biofertilizer can maintain yield while reducing chemical fertilizers up to 50%. Now let's understand what are the benefits of applying biofertilizers. So first important one is unlocking nutrients. Beneficial microbes improves the availability of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and help in the efficient uptake by plants, because these microbes have the ability to unlock these essential nutrients which are available in the nature, but plants are not readily able to absorb it. So here the important role of these beneficial biologicals is that they are unlocking these nutrients and making those available nutrients which are present in the nature, so they are making them available for plants. So here this is the important role of biofertilizers in this providing the nutrients. The next one is root development. Biofertilizer can lead to stronger and healthier plant with better root and shoot development with increased yield, because they are providing more nutrients. Plants are able to absorb more nutrients, so they are using it for a stronger and healthier plant. And because of getting more nutrients, the plants have more healthy and strong root and shoot development. And these microbes also, they are helpful in improving the soil structure and fertility by, and also leading to better water retention and reducing erosion also. The next one is, since they are getting more nutrients, the root development is more, the soil is enriched, so overall improvement in the plant productivity, because these microbes colonize the rhizosphere area and they significantly enhance the plant productivity. And also they are helpful in increasing the yield, because they are helpful in increasing the yield by 40% and reduce chemical dependency. So they are helpful in reducing our dependency to chemicals. So let's see how improvement of sweet potato quality also, because biofertilizers not only help you grow more, they are also helpful in growing better. Because of the presence of these biofertilizers, there is improvement in the soil structure, which is helpful to the root to grow. So beneficial microbes as bacillus or pseudomonas, they are helpful in stimulating the plant growth hormones, which are helpful in root branching, and that leads to fattier and more uniform sweet potatoes. Because of the presence of those microbes, they are helpful in growth and development of the roots. So if the roots are growing uniformly and fattier, so we'll get the more good yield of sweet potato. The next one is we'll get the sweeter taste because of the presence of siderophore producing iron. Siderophores are the compounds which are secreted by some beneficial microbes. So because of this present, they are helpful in providing additional nutrients as iron to the plant and making, which is ultimately helpful in increasing the photosynthesis, because plants are getting more and more nutrients. Plant is utilizing that nutrients and utilizing it in the growth and development of the vegetative structure as well. So if there is more vegetative structure, that means the more surface where the sunlight falling on the plant surface, and this is increasing the photosynthesis process. If the photosynthesis process of the plant will increase, it will helpful in producing more sugar production, means sweeter taste. So this is a cycle in which we have seen that the good root growth, good plant growth, and good quality sweet potatoes will get by the use of these biofertilizers. The next one is longer shelf life. For example, using of these biologicals as arbuscular mycorrhizal fungus, these improve cell wall strength and root structure, and keeping the harvest firm and less prone to rot during storage. So because of this presence of these microbes, we are getting longer shelf life of our tubers. So these are not only because of the use of these biofertilizer, we are not only growing more, but we are also growing better. So how to apply biofertilizers for maximum effectiveness in sweet potato farming? So first of all, before using the biofertilizer, we should know what type of soil we have. So first we need to understand our soil, because sweet potatoes love well drained and slightly acidic to neutral soil. So testing the pH, texture, and nutrient levels of our soil is important. So for that, we can do soil testing and we can understand that what type of soil we have, so that accordingly we can choose the right biofertilizer for our field or our crop. So biofertilizer having bacillus, pseudomonas, or siderophore producing microbes, arbuscular mycorrhiza fungi are the good examples. If your biofertilizer has those compounds, it's a very good thing. You can use those type of biofertilizer in your field. Timing is apply first at planting and repeat after 2 to 3 weeks if needed, depending on the crop size, crop stage, and the of course the product instructions also. We can use these biofertilizer as a soil application, where you can use it directly in the soil or you can mix it with compost or moist soil. We can do it as a soil slip treatment also by dipping these cutting in solution for 15 to 30 minutes before planting. You can do foliar spray also, where you can apply it as a foliar treatment around 2 to 3 weeks after planting. For the storage, it's always better to keep them in a cool, dry, and away from sunlight. And the best practice is reduce chemicals gradually. Adding compost also helpful, and ensuring the consistent application for making the soil fertility uh, always maintain consistent application maintain the soil fertility. So let's talk about nurture growth biofertilizer. Nurture growth biofertilizer is a biofertilizer which contain number of beneficial microbes, for example, Bacillus, Trichoderma, and so many Bacillus tumulus, Bacillus subtilis. There are so many microbes. Arbuscular mycorrhiza fungus is also present in the biofertilizer. So it is helpful in improving the health and water retention of the soil. Also, it is since because of the presence of all these beneficial microbes of nitrogen fixing, phosphorus, and potassium solubilizing microbes, these are helpful in nutrient cycling and enhancing the nutrient availability and uptake, which promotes the vigorous growth of plant. And also because of the presence of these microbes, it is helpful in resilience against the different type of climatic or biotic or abiotic conditions. So, and also it is 100% certified organic and free chemical because of the presence of the beneficial microbes. There is no other chemical present in this. So it has all the properties of a biofertilizer, biostimulant, and biological, and you are getting all the benefits in one product. So we have number of case studies. It is in any type of crop you can apply this product, and also we have a good example, and we have so many farmers who are doing sweet potato cultivation. They are using this product, and I have a example of sweet potato where they have seen, this is one of the farmer who was using biofertilizer, nurture growth biofertilizer, and he have seen the 7% increase in yield. So this is in addition to this, the ROI is 913 percentage. So in addition to the, like, they are getting more yield, as well as the ROI is 913, so which is quite high. So we have other examples of other farmers who are using this product in their sweet potato crop and getting benefited by the use of natural growth biofertilizer. Now let's move towards the conclusion. Since we all know that nature knows how to grow, right? We have to go to a, like, go with the flow of nature, not against it. So because nature knows how to grow, we just need to support it. And biofertilizer, using these biofertilizer products, they promote sustainable agriculture by improving soil health and reducing environmental effect. And since sweet potato is a tuber crop, and biofertilizer play an important role by improving nutrient availability and root development. And also it is helpful in improving the sweet potato yield, quality, and nutrient content. And by contributing to so many factors, it is also helpful in reducing the dependency on chemical fertilizer and input cost, because using continuously so many chemicals is not only affecting our crop but also deteriorating the health of our soil. So in this regard, using biologicals or biofertilizer products is not only helpful in increasing the crop yield, it is also helpful in maintaining our soil health. And using these biofertilizer with reduced chemical inputs is a cost-effective and eco-friendly strategy by which we can go towards sustainable agriculture, and we can grow better yield of any crops, especially crops like sweet potato. So thank you so much for your time. This is the end of the presentation. I hope you get some information about biofertilizer and how to enhance the yield in sweet potato. So thank you so much for attending this webinar.